Hi, I'm Jeff Limmer from Studio Cycles and StudioCycles.com. In this YouTube video session, we're going to talk about the importance of a properly and professionally packaged bike prior to shipping. There are hundreds, maybe thousands of internet websites and destinations where you can go and buy an indoor group cycle. And typically what happens, and this is fact, is you're going to go to a website, you're going to read the same copy-pasted description of that bike. You're going to buy it from a company that does nothing more than process your credit card and send you a box. And I can tell you from years and years and years of experience of shipping and receiving bikes, whether I'm doing a professional level build for a club or I'm receiving a shipment of bikes that I'm going to sell to consumers, that the packaging from the factory for these bikes is not optimal. So when you order a bike online, if it's a brand new commercial, $1,500, high dollar, top of the line commercial indoor group cycle, it's coming to you in a box, a single walled cardboard box with styrofoam encasing around the bike inside the box. If it's being delivered by UPS, FedEx, DHL, whoever, and that driver's having a bad day and they drop the box, your bike's probably going to get damaged. Scratched, dented, bent, something. And I can tell you this because I buy a huge amount of damaged bikes from the companies once they're returned when the shipper has done a careless job of transporting it from point A to point B. We don't buy those bikes and just resell them. We buy them. We have a huge parts inventory here in our warehouse at our corporate headquarters in Hawthorne. And we take bikes that are brand new that have had damage. We take them apart. We replace any damaged parts. You basically never know that the bike was ever damaged. Maybe a scratch or a ding, but mechanically, we bring the bikes back to 100% before they're sold. My agreement with the companies is that if I get damaged equipment from them and it's not safe, if it's not 100%, I destroy the bike, I salvage the parts, and I just pay for the parts. So it's in my best interest to either bring it to 100% or the bike gets scrapped and we save the parts for future repairs or rebuilds. But when we package bikes to ship out, and we ship bikes all over the country, we have a very, very special, involved, in-depth packaging process where our packaging is just second to none. Number one, instead of using clear, cheap tape for packaging on the inside, we use filament reinforced strapping tape everywhere. We typically use minimum of $10, sometimes $15 worth of tape on every bike we ship out. So we take the bike, once it's been built and tuned or it's been refurbished, and then we tear it apart. It goes back into the original styrofoams. All those styrofoams are reinforced. We reinforce the bottoms of the frame where the bases are connected because typically boxes are dropped straight down onto the ground, so the bottom of the box takes a lot of impact. So we reinforce the bottom of the bike where it usually contacts the ground if it is dropped, and usually it's not, but if it is, what we do protects it. And then the bike, once it's encased and it's all contained back into, it's conditioned to go into the box, it goes back into the factory box. That factory box is reinforced, and then that box we put into a special double wall 400-pound test shipping container. That's sealed, and then we use strapping and corner protectors, and the strapping and the corner protectors are reinforced with reinforced filament tape as well. So we add probably an extra 10 to 15 pounds of material to every single bike we package. It's not enough that we build and tune and refurbish like no other company on earth. You can do all that work, but then if you try to transport a bike from Los Angeles to Florida, or Los Angeles to Jersey, or Connecticut, or Houston, Texas, and you do a half-assed packing job, everything you do, everything you've done in that prep package, or that pre-tuning, or that refurbishing and rebuilding process, it's all for naught because it'll get destroyed on the way. So if you're buying a bike out of state and you buy a bike from us, you're going to get a big, heavy, reinforced box delivered to your house. A lot of my customers tell me it takes them longer to unpack the bike than it does actually to put the bike together. We always include factory assembly manuals, we include tools, and if you need our help along the way, once you get your bike, we're available with a phone call. And we don't farm our phone calls out to outside companies. We answer every single call personally. We're kind of like the Maytag repairman. We don't usually hear from people after they buy their bikes, but if you need us, we're here. Check us out at studiocycles.com and check out our free Bike Buyer Aid video library, which we have a section for commercial bike buyers and a section for residential bike buyers. studiocycles.com.